Get your official Toshi merch, join my private network, and check out my courses linked in the description and bio. All right, y'all. So in this one, we are going to be talking a little bit about Toshi. I'm going to be sharing my opinion and my perspective on things because I got an interesting comment, and it was a really good one. I know a lot of people are seeing things in a similar light, and I just want to share my opinion and my perspective. At the end of the day, we all have to look at things how we see them from our level of understanding wherever we are, and that's what allows us to grow. But I do love open communication and dialogue when it comes to things like this. That way I can correct you or you can correct me or educate one another on things that we may not know or we may not be taking into consideration. So that's why I like to put my perspective out there. But anyway, I received a comment that said, 10x is more realistic. You're saying Toshi can overcome Pepe and Doge. Not that optimistic, even though I am. So people are doubting that Toshi is going to do too much this bull run. I've also saw a pretty interesting perspective that said, yo, you know, Bitcoin came all the way from like 16K or something like that. I think that's what the comment was. This bull run, and it's going up, and I don't even know if that's factually correct, but yeah, I do know that the bull run is based on all the technicals, all the people in the circles that I'm in, and I am around a lot of millionaires, billionaires, and people who I know really know how to play the game. No one I know is calling tops around here. No one is calling tops. We're actually haven't really started going to where we're going just yet. So a lot of people, I don't know where everyone's getting their information, but I really trust my information. I trust my sources, and I trust my own experience throughout this game. Cause yeah, like, but that's a lot of the stuff that I want to say and that I want to share and that I want to give you all more information and details on. I share a lot of this stuff in the private network. My private network is also something that I'm expanding a lot more. Like for the last, like since whenever I released it, it was only one category in there, mainly around investing. Within the last like week, I've released 5 different categories where now we'll be covering a lot more different things, a lot of variety of content. So yeah, that's just a small plug, but this is where I mainly talk about this type of stuff. This is where we can communicate. You can ask me questions directly. You can have direct access to me pretty much anytime throughout the day. But getting back to the point that was made where Toshi can overcome Pepe and Doge, I feel like when people say these type of arguments, they completely disregard the fact that markets move, and they're saying it as if Pepe and Doge are going to just stand still, like they're going to stop. So Bitcoin pumps and blows up, Ethereum pumps and blows up, and Dogecoin and Pepe are just going to sit there and do nothing. Now, is it possible that these memes don't perform how they have in the past? Absolutely. It is very possible that these memes could die. These could be on their last breath right now as we speak. Like these memes could go nowhere. But if the communities still see value, if the communities still believe in them and see them going somewhere, that means that as we hit new all-time highs with Bitcoin and Ethereum, so should those projects be moving and doing their own thing with their own communities. So when you're coming up with the argument, oh, so that means Toshi's going to pass them. Yeah, if they were to stand there in the same spot, I do think Toshi can pass them, because the fact of the matter is Toshi has something that none of them ever had. Toshi has a lot that none of them ever had. Toshi is aligned with the United States government in terms of the regulatory clarity behind the project. It is approved by the standards and stuff being set and built by the United States government. Coinbase, Toshi is the first listed meme from Coinbase's platform Base, and Base is going to be used to, you know, for regulatory clarity, to help build regulatory clarity within the entire crypto space. Coinbase's relationship with the government is really something that we've never seen before. So when you take something like Doge that blew up off of Elon Musk tweets and things like that, I don't see Elon tweeting being able to do the same level of impact that all the random Doge tweets did. Like him saying that he was going to put it on the moon, and then him being in the position to really be able to put it on the moon and stuff like that. Like that was different. That was never before seen in this space. And then Dogecoin getting listed on Robinhood, like it was a lot of first time things happening, including Doge. Doge literally being ground zero for the meme space. Like it was a lot of stuff happening. And then Pepe just blowing up for no real significant reason at all. It's just community behind it, the hype, the people pushing it. I believe that Toshi is positioned with a lot of fundamentals supporting it. Toshi has a lot to, and it aligns with the goals of the United States government, which is to onboard people into crypto. Meme coins on Base are very, very good tools to onboard people into crypto and make crypto more mainstream, which is the goal of the United States government, which is the goal of Coinbase. The most powerful forces throughout this entire space are aligned on what they want to happen. And Coinbase and do you think that this world we live in, it's all about control? The people with power, the elites, want control. Who has the most control? Coinbase. What is Coinbase's platform? Base. They have control. It's all about control. So would they want something random that they have no control over, Doge or Pepe or any of this other stuff that they really don't control like that? Do they want that to be what onboards a bunch of people will they even put that in position to? Or are they going to focus on the things that they can fully control? Because if you believe all the conspiracy theories and things like that, even when it comes down to presidents and people in office and things like that, usually people in power are putting certain people in position who they have leverage on or who they can control or who they can get to do the things that they want to do. So at the point where we're looking for the tool that they're going to use to onboard people into crypto, and we're trying to see what makes the most sense for them, I would have to argue that Base is the only thing that makes the most logical sense, because as far as what's in compliance with the United States regulations and things like that, I would put my money on Coinbase. Coinbase being like Brian Armstrong has been at these events. He's been meeting with Donald Trump, all types of stuff. We know that Coinbase is in that position. Coinbase is the #1 exchange in America. Coinbase is America. Coinbase is crypto in America. So I get the sentiment and the arguments that, oh, I can't see it doing this, I can't see it doing that. But also, you think back to what catalyst has this entire crypto, what has crypto been running on this entire time? Bitcoin is going to become money one day. Bitcoin is going to become this. Bitcoin is going to become that. It has officially, legally become that. That catalyst has happened now, and the price is still suppressed. They have been buying, like, how long has BlackRock been buying? JP Morgan been buying? All of these, the Trump's been buying. How long have these people been buying? They're just buying daily. And the price is still suppressed. So it's a lot of people saying, and somebody said the argument that it's going to go down, the cycle top is almost in. All of these companies and all of these businesses and all of these billionaires and trillionaires and things like that, they've just started buying. This is a game where the rich get rich and the poor stay poor. Do you actually believe the rich all put their money in so they can all lose value together? Do you believe that all the richest companies in human history that's buying into Bitcoin and stuff right now, you believe they put their money in at a top? They're all that misinformed that so they've been manipulating the whole world. They've been making all this money on the backs of the hard workers our entire lives, and they all suddenly just made a dumb decision together. I think that that's a lot less likely. I think that that's a lot more, that's a lot more of a conspiracy theory than the reality. The reality is, chances are they know what's going on, they know what's coming, and they're getting themselves in position because something big is coming. I know the fear, the uncertainty, the doubt that a lot of people have. I know how the average person is trained to think. I know, like, this is why there's classes and tiers in the first place. Someone who is poor is not meant to think rich. That is why they remain poor. But when you break that mindset and you start to think like a rich person, you'll understand that all these companies would never be buying tops. They're not doing that. They've been accumulating this whole time, and the price of Bitcoin hasn't been moving too much. There's not that, like, someone said that Bitcoin is going to fall back down far below 100,000. If that happens, do you know how much these billion-dollar and trillion-dollar companies and stuff like that, how much Bitcoin these companies will be buying up? And honestly, is there that much Bitcoin, you know, for all these companies to buy at the point where it starts going to certain prices? This is officially in the law. This is it's in the books now. It's official. It's official, and we haven't really. You're telling me that we've had the most bullish news that's ever happened in the history of humanity, and we haven't seen any pump this bull run, any real significant pump this bull run? I think that people need to really start studying a little bit more on studying through history and understanding how this time is going. Like, even with history, if we just go based on history, the bull run is not over. The bull run isn't close to being over. But outside of that, understand that this time around, this has never happened before in human history. So there is no way to accurately predict what is about to happen right now. The only thing that we know is that the rich people don't sit here and buy tops. We know rich people and billionaires and the people who run the world, we know that they're not sitting around buying tops. We know that they don't do that. So all we can say and all we can know for certain is that something big is coming. We may not know too many details, how, when, or anything like that, but none of that matters. And when the crypto space as a whole actually starts to blow up, like, I've experienced a real bull run. Like, if you've been through a bull run, you'll know we're nowhere near. Like, during a real bull run, you spend months with things just going up and up and up. You think it's never going to stop. Everybody's just making money. Everybody's happy. Everybody thinks it's never going to end. All of this stuff. It's just a constant feeling of, dang, the market is blowing up every day. We haven't had that real feeling. And I don't mean like, you know, small things like when the celebrities was all jumping on Solana and things like that. You kind of had a little bit of motion, a little bit of movement then, but it's nothing like what happens throughout a real bull run. So I believe this is just the beginning. I believe that that we're just getting started. But one thing that I'll say is this. There's a system being built and a system being put into place right now. And I'll cover a lot more of this throughout the private network. So check it out in the description if you'd like. This is all part of a plan to trap people. This is a plan to have stronger surveillance on people. This is all part of a major plan. And that plan is not yet in effect. So people thinking that, oh, it's going to be another bull run and this and that. We don't know that. This all the biggest catalysts in human history just happened now. So talking about another bull run when we haven't even seen the results of what this one is going to do is madness. Like the biggest move, like one of the biggest things that we've ever seen in crypto is more than likely going to be this time around because of all the levels of catalysts that we've had. And by the way, with all these catalysts, all of this stuff has still remained suppressed. Why has it remained suppressed? Obviously, rich people aren't in position yet. Rich people need to buy. Rich people need time. So who's manipulating? Who knows? But you can think like the poor or you can think like the rich. At the end of the day, it's your decision, but don't be tricked out of your spot. Don't be tricked out of your position. I would, like, honestly, I would want this to not be, you know, the time where we have this major bull run. because then you have more time to accumulate. But everyone know, like, listen, you're not that lucky. You're not that lucky. I'm not that lucky. None of us are that lucky. I know everybody feels like, oh, we just wanted to blow up. We want all this money right now. But the biggest gift that we could have is things going back down the other way. I highly doubt we get that gift. Highly doubt it. But let me know what you all think. Be sure to drop that thumbs up, subscribe, and turn on notifications. And I'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace out, fam.